Hi, this is Beau Beasley, director of the Virginia Fly Fishing Festival. We're shooting this footage live from Waynesboro, home of the Virginia Fly Fishing Festival. I've been interviewing a couple of experts today, and with me I have Martin Bawden and Mike Smith, who's a well-known guide, owner of Breezy Creek Outfitters. And I wanted to talk a little bit today about some exciting products that were actually developed at the festival last year. Martin is a fly tyer and designer, and he and Mike were just kind of reminiscing and thinking about things they could do to make fly fishing easier and fly tying easier, and some added benefits that their product might have. Mike, you're a professional guide. Can you tell me a little bit about how fish observe these patterns? And I'm going to have Martin tell us why it was designed this way and what y'all hope to do with this product.
Sure. Well, Martin and I have been friends for a few years. He has some innovative fly tying materials that I've been able to adapt to certain patterns that have worked successfully over the years for me to be more versatile and work better, be more realistic flies. For example, Martin's holding up what's called a deceiver or half and half type of fly. That's a big bait fish pattern, essentially what I'd use for maybe striped bass or saltwater fish. And his head is on it, and that's what he can describe the head to you in a minute. I want to show you another fly just quickly here first. This is the fly that we just launched at the show this year. The head is what we came up with last year at the show, pretty much. And Martin spent the last year developing it, and it just came out about, what, 10 days ago?
About 10 days.
It was launched commercially. This is not available yet, but it will be soon. And we've been showing people this fly at the show and telling them they'll be able to get it soon. And it's essentially was based on a fly that's similar to it, but with the head on it that Martin, and because of the features of the head, makes it a much more realistic presentation to the fish. And of course that provides, better fishing opportunities.
Right, right.
So Mark can explain to you the head and why it's so effective and makes these patterns so much.
Okay, now, Mike, I know for a fact that you're a trophy smallmouth hunter. I know that, when people go out fishing with you, they're not looking to land 100 fish. They want really nice quality, large smallmouth bass. I know I've been out with you. I've seen what you're able to do on the boat.
Sure.
I think a lot of people make a misconception. You told me one of the constant problems you have with inexperienced people that are fly fishing is they're fishing, they want to throw little bitty flies for big smallmouth. Now sometimes you got to throw them the groceries, right? You got to throw them a larger pattern. Martin, could you explain how this head is going to help present this pattern in a more realistic way?
Yeah, it certainly will. So this head is we call it the fish skull. That is the name of it. And essentially what we wanted to do is produce a weighted head that would allow people to tie streamers and offer an alternative to a traditional dumbbell or to a cone. So as you can see, it's a very realistic shape. It's got the fish eyes. It's got the shape of the fish head, and it's incredibly simple to tie. You can pretty much just tie your materials in, whether it's hackle, whether it's streamer, whether it's
and this actually slips right on the fly after finished tying, right?
That's correct.
Because I'm certainly not no tying expert, and when I would finish tying the head off, it would look like somebody was not having a very good day. I like this because it makes even a simple tire, when you slide that fish skull over the top, it not only holds the pattern in place, but it makes it look nicer.
Real
right?
finished, like almost professional finished fly.
Now,
absolutely.
Well, let me ask you this. Aside from the fact that it's streamlined and it looks good, Mike, can you explain to me how this might be different than some other patterns? Because I know, I've seen patterns go up and down and kind of the banjo minnow thing going on. Is that what you are looking for?
That's exactly right. That's exactly why this is more effective. The traditional material is called a barbell that you tie on this. That for one thing, when you cast, it's not as nearly as aerodynamic as this. It's more barbell shaped weight. And when the fly it's tied at the head, but when the fly sinks after you strip it, it drops and it goes back up and drops. This particular fly has a keeling effect right on the bottom here. It keels the fly. It keeps it more where it drops horizontally. So we can fish it throughout the water column, but it doesn't do this sort of thing, which is unnatural for a bait. It's going to swim through the water column like this. All right, and we call this the forage fly. The other neat feature about these heads that make it so versatile and allow you to do a lot with it, that helps other patterns as well as this one, is that you can flip that head and the keel on the other side and allow you to tie the same pattern with the hook up. So say I'm going to be fishing real grassy water or maybe salt water, so oyster bars or whatever, and I don't want to hang the bottom, I can tie a pattern that normally would be tied hook down. I can now reverse the hook and still be able to put the head on it and get the same pattern. And that's what you got here. You see how you've got the hook down and the hook up? It's just
okay,
the way
so
you position
the hook is on the bottom, and here the hook is up, but the head, it's the same style of head, so they're completely universal in their application, correct?
Absolutely. I mean, it just gives people so much more options in terms of tying flies. Hook up, hook down. You got a much broader range of sizes and patterns you can tie.
Yeah, with 7 colors and 3 sizes are available.
So you have small, medium, and large, and then 7 colors.
That's right. We spent quite a lot of time with the colors. We've got 7 baitfish colors, which we think will match most patterns in either saltwater or freshwater. In terms of sizes, we have a small, medium, and large. And that'll allow you to tie streamers right from as small as a size 10 trout streamer, right up to something like this, which is a 3/0 or 4/0 saltwater pattern. So it's very versatile in terms of the
very broad application.
Absolutely.
Well, listen, I want to thank you so much, Martin, for being here today. Now, how do we get these? I mean, I know you can come to the Virginia Fly Fishing Festival and buy them when y'all are here, but after the event is wrapped up, what website can they go to? Would they perhaps go to Mike's website, New River Fly Fishing? Is that correct? Is that the
NewRiverFlyFish.com.
NewRiverFlyFish.com. Thank you.
But yeah, there are links to me from my site to Martin because I'm a designer for his company. But if you want to order the actual flies or the materials, the heads or whatnot, you want to go right to the Flyman Fishing Company.
Flyman Fishing Company.
That's it. FlymanFishingCompany.com.
Flymen, FLYMEN.com.
FlymanFishingCompany.com.
All right. Well, listen, Martin, thank you so much for coming to the Virginia Fly Fishing Festival and sharing this information with you.
We've had a great
Mike,
time.
I'll be fishing with you later sometime this year, I can tell you.
Great.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank
Folks,
you,
thanks for coming, and we'll see you on the water.